This week, the travel show is in Taiwan, an island of traditions and religions, amazing landscapes and modern marvels. I'm on a journey to discover how the island's colonizers have shaped the history, culture and traditions of this beautiful land.
Woo! Oh my goodness, don't go into the house.
Taiwan is a unique blend of East and West, making it one of the most dynamic and travel-friendly destinations in Asia.
This view is magnificent, and any moment now, the sun is going to rise over those mountains.
Situated around 150 kilometers off the coast of mainland China, Taiwan is an island of bustling cities, beautiful landscapes, and vibrant cultures. In 1949, at the end of the Chinese Civil War, the winning communists drove the defeated nationalists from the mainland. More than 1 million people, soldiers and civilians, made the journey to Taiwan. Ever since, Taiwan's relations with mainland China have been fractious. The first stop on our journey around Taiwan is the former capital, Tainan. Tainan is the island's oldest city. It's been the port of entry for most of Taiwan's conquerors. The Dutch, the Spanish, the Chinese and the Japanese have all ruled Taiwan and have all left their mark. The Dutch were the first to colonize Taiwan, and soon after, they began building this large fortification.
This fort was built by the Dutch. Dutch is the Indian company from 1624. And because the Dutch people want to trade with China since the early 1620s, but the China government don't allow them to have the settlement in China. So they are forced to come here and find this place, and they build the fort. The build construction lasted for more than 10 years. And you can see the wall. The way of the bricks wall, it's very different to the Chinese way.
How's it different?
Yeah, we call this a Dutch bond.
Okay.
You can see this layer, only the head of the brick toward outside, and this layer on the side. Yeah.
By the 1680s, Chinese traders and settlers, mainly from nearby Fujian province, were arriving in Taiwan in increasing numbers, bringing with them their language, culture, and of course their religion. This is Tainan's Kaohsiung monastery. Surrounded by the modern city, it's one of the oldest temples in Taiwan. Parts of it date back to the 1680s. Most mornings and evenings, the 100 or so monks and nuns here gather for prayer and devotion. Their chanting gives thanks to the Buddha for his teachings and for providing a path to enlightenment.
And this is the first enlightenment gate.
Reverend Chuan Jen, who has been a nun for 20 years, kindly showed me around this beautiful and atmospheric place.
Come to hear this temple, we hope you will maintain the happiness mind.
So Chuan Jen, tell me a bit about the Buddha behind us.
He is the happy Buddha.
He looks very happy.
Yes, why is the happiness? Because he is full of wisdom and compassion. Also, is the no ignorance. Yes, just full of the great mercy.
I asked Reverend Chuan Jen why she became a nun.
I became a nun to give my thanks to my parents, and especially my mother, also give thanks to Buddha.
Buddhism, Taoism and Christianity are the main religions on the island. Visitors to the temple are encouraged to learn about Buddhism and to pray.
We hope they can learn and train themselves and more compassion, more mercy, and more wisdom, and to hold and the human beings, yeah, just like a Buddha.
Before we leave, I take a moment to burn some incense and to reflect on my own personal journey. As the light fades, the monks and nuns gather for evening prayers. As their day began, it also ends. Leaving behind the history and beauty of some of Tainan's oldest buildings, I'm off to the neighbouring city of Kaohsiung to see the island's newest and biggest building. This modern and industrial city is not known for the arts, but that's all about to change. This is the Weiwuying, Taiwan's brand new national arts centre. They say it's the largest in the world. The centre has been built to boost the arts in southern Taiwan and to become a fixture on the international performance circuit.
So this might look like a big empty warehouse, but we're actually backstage at one of the more intimate auditoriums here. It can seat around 1,200 people.
The centre will stage its own performances and host international touring productions. The Weiwuying has 4 main stages: an opera house, a concert hall, a playhouse and a recital hall. It also has a huge outdoor performance space that can accommodate an audience of 20,000 people.
The total indoor auditorium capacity is close to 6,000.
6,000.
It's massive.
That's a lot.
Yes.
How are you going to fill it?
We're just going to do a bit of something for everybody. That is our mission. We are the center for the people. So we have very diverse programming for the children, for the theater goers, for families, just a bit of everything.
But with most transport links going through the capital Taipei in the north of the island, I wonder, will the Weiwuying get the international and metropolitan audiences that it's catering for?
Kaohsiung is very easy to access. We have an international airport that's 15-20 minutes away from the center. It flies in direct flights from Southeast Asia, Northeast Asia, and beyond. It's quite easy to come by through Hong Kong, but also with a high-speed rail. It gets you from Taipei to Kaohsiung within 90 minutes. Very easy to come.
Kathy and her team are hoping that their approach of developing local talent and importing big international productions and acts will strike the right balance, artistically and commercially. This splendid venue can seat over 2,000 people. After rehearsal, organist Tony Liu kindly offers to show me the pride of the concert hall.
Hi, wow, Tony, that was amazing.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Oh, what does it feel like to play such a magnificent instrument?
Yeah, it's very exciting. Yeah, because I can make any kind of music in here. very, very high pitch here.
Ooh.
Like birds. And very, very low. We do have very, very low pipes. You can hear entire house vibrating.
How coordinated do you need to be? There's a lot of keyboards. How many are there here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 keyboards and 127 buttons, not to mention all these chords down the bottom.
I do have to spend a lot of time to practice. This one is brand new organ, and also I believe it's the biggest one in the entire Asia's concert hall.
Wow, the biggest pipe organ in Asia. What a privilege to play it.
You want to play something?
Okay.
I know you play piano.
I haven't played in 20 years.
Okay, I can try. Yeah, play a little bit song. Okay. Your turn. Good.
Thank you, Tony. You're such a good sport to humor me.
The next stop on my journey around Taiwan is Lishan, in the south of the Central Mountain Range.
It is ridiculously early. My alarm went off at 3:30 this morning and it's now 4:30. Thank goodness for coffee. But we're about to get a narrow gauge railway up to Sunrise View, one of Taiwan's most famous beauty spots.
A few minutes later, the first train of the day arrives. It's dark and cold. On the way up, the mood is sleepy and subdued.
It's quite crowded now. There are a few stops along the way and a lot more people got on.
The train takes about 30 minutes to climb the final leg of the journey to the summit, which stands at 2,500 meters.
This view is magnificent. We're overlooking what's called the Lake of Clouds, and any moment now the sun is going to rise over those mountains. Well, it was worth waking up in the middle of the night for this. It was a beautiful sight when the sun hit the lake of clouds below. I think I got some beautiful pictures.
This is a favourite spot for visitors from Taiwan and from mainland China, as the area is known for its myths and legends. One of the best known is the story of Sisters Pond.
So Jay, we're just approaching Sisters Ponds.
Yes.
Tell me the story behind the legend.
Sure. The story is about two sisters falling in love with the same man at the same time. Each sister wants her sister to be happier, so she decides to drown herself in the pond, kill herself.
So each sister killed themselves separately.
Yes.
In the ponds,
Yes.
unbeknownst to the other sister.
Yes, that's the story.
So that the other one could be happy.
Yes.
Wow, that's so tragic. It's like Romeo and Juliet, but
Yeah.
with sisters.
Yes.
The ponds are dark and, I am told, very deep. There is an air of stillness and quiet here under the forest canopy. West of the Great Forest, the rolling hills of Lishan have been shaped by centuries of tea growing.
These rows of tea bushes seem to go for miles and miles. It must take a vast number of people to harvest all this. And I'm told here in Lishan they do it all by hand. And Aurora here is about to show me how.
Grown at altitudes of over 1,000 metres, oolong is the variety of mountain tea favoured in Lishan.
Aurora, I've never picked tea before. Tell me what to do.
Okay, if you want to pick the tea, we have to one tip to lift.
Okay, so this is the tip.
Tip to lift.
Mountain teas are slower growing, which makes their flavour more intense.
I hope I'm doing a good job. I'm not sure if I'm up to Lishan tea picking standards.
Lishan has a particular climate thought to further enhance the flavour of the tea. Damp and misty mornings give way to hot and usually sunny afternoons, and then to cool, dry evenings. After picking, the tea needs to be dried.
That was actually quite hard work.
Yes, the sunshine is big.
Oh, I didn't have as much as you.
Yes, I have as much.
And now for my favourite part of the day.
So Aurora, this is the final step. I would love to see how you do it here in Taiwan. Can you show me how to make the perfect cup of tea?
Okay, we have the 3 points to do it. The first point is temperature of the water and the amount of the tea and the brewing time.
Sure.
Okay, open the pot cover.
Okay.
Let the tea leaf inside.
Okay.
The amount of the tea have to cover the bottom.
Cover the bottom?
Yes.
Okay, let's see. Is it covering the bottom?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, we have to count 60 seconds. It's okay.
Yeah, it's quite strong. It's very fragrant, but also bitter. I like oolong tea.
Last stop on my journey around Taiwan is the village of Pingxi in the northeast of the island. It's a holiday weekend here and the village has a feeling of the old Wild West about it. Every half hour or so, a train comes barging through. Tourists come here from all over the world to do one particular thing.
Now this is a village that's embraced the tradition of making and releasing sky lanterns during festival time. And the Taiwanese say this is something you should do at least once in your lifetime.
Traditionally, lanterns were used to signal neighbouring towns and villages. One lantern for danger, 2 lanterns for all is well. These days, a different practice is followed. People write their hopes and wishes on the sides of their lanterns and then release them up to the skies, asking their ancestors above to look favourably upon their requests.
What do you wish for?
I wish for health and happiness for me and for my family.
I hope it comes true.
Yes, thank you so much.
When you arrive in Pingxi, you can buy a ready-made lantern or make your own, with the help of a local expert, of course. Ben helped me.
So we open this out.
Yes.
Oh. So we've got 2 sheets of paper. Oh, round the wrong way. Okay. So 2 pieces of paper.
Yes.
So we're just going to put glue all on the edges here. I'm doing a good job. So people wish for a happy marriage.
Yes. For study, money.
For study. People wish for money.
Yes. I wish for money.
You wish for money.
I want to be rich.
Okay, so we've got to fold it over.
So now we try to put the body and the base together.
Okay.
Very good.
And that's it.
Yes, that's it.
And now the fun bit, we get to decorate our lantern. It's customary to write a message. And hopefully your wish will be granted. Not bad?
Not all the lanterns have the smoothest of journeys. Health and safety is definitely an issue.
Oh my God, hit the house.
Their potential danger means that sky lanterns are banned in some parts of the world.
Because it's so windy, all these lanterns are going up and they're flying every which way. Things are popping and banging.
During holiday weekends like this, the local fire brigade is on hand.
So it's customary to take a picture before we release the lantern. And now we light it. Is that correct, Ben? Okay. Happy travels! Woo! Oh my goodness, don't go into the house. Oh! That was almost a disaster. Oh, it's still going. Oh. Oh my goodness, it's alive. I thought for sure it was going to crash into someone's house.
That evening, just down the road, the local community gathers to celebrate the Mid-Autumn Festival. Traditionally, the festival celebrates the gathering of the harvest and family reunion. On the lanterns, people write messages of love and thanks to the ancestors. Over the years, this event has turned into a big annual televised show with singing and dancing and a very engaging host. A large lantern is released on behalf of the community. And the people then release their own lanterns. It's a beautiful moment and a memorable end to my Taiwan journey. Coming up on next week's travel show, we're off to Scotland to dive into some First World War history and also head to India to find out how street fashion is becoming high fashion.
Well, I hope you can join us for that if you can. And don't forget, if you want to follow the Travel Show team on their journeys in real time, you can sign up to us on social media. But until next time, from me, Carmen Roberts, and the rest of the Travel Show team here in Taiwan, it's goodbye.